All right, I'm back, Biff.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
This is ONN.
I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network. President Joe Biden addressed the nation yesterday about the Omicron variant of the coronavirus, which started in South Africa and has spread to countries around the world, including as close as Canada.
This variant is a cause for concern, not a cause for panic. We have the best vaccine in the world, the best medicines, the best scientists, and we're learning more every single day. And we'll fight this variant with scientific and knowledgeable actions and speed, not chaos and confusion.
Travel restrictions have been enforced for certain countries. Cleveland Hopkins International Airport handled more than 250,000 passengers during the 10-day Thanksgiving period. That's about equal with pre-pandemic numbers. As for John Glenn Columbus International, here's Yolanda Harris with ONN affiliate WBNS TV in Columbus.
An airport spokesperson told us 108,000 people flew through CMH over the 10-day travel period, which started November 19th and ended yesterday. That's about 88% of 2019 levels. But we're told Sunday was the busiest travel day since the start of the pandemic. I'm Yolanda Harris.
Republican State Senator Teresa Gavarone of Bowling Green is planning to run against longtime Democratic Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur of Toledo in a redrawn district more favorable now to Republicans. I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network.
Live and local conversation for the Ohio Valley continues shortly here on the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
Hey man, what can I get you?
Yeah, can I have 2 Coors Lights?
You got it. Hey Mike! I need 2 Coors Lights!
Sure thing.
With a taste as cold as the Rockies, only Coors Light gives you refreshment every time. Here you go.
Thanks, Mike. Doing a great job. All right, 2 ice-cold Coors Lights.
That's the coldest beer I've ever had.
Hey, they don't call it the world's most refreshing beer for nothing.
Okay, be honest with me. Do you really have the Rocky Mountains in your beer cooler?
You don't believe it? Check it out.
Man, that's pretty amazing.
I know, right? I can't believe it myself sometimes. I mean, this cooler is only 3 feet wide.
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 want to thank the owners and contractors of the Ohio Valley for using their locally trained workers to help build for the future. Local 83 helps design, fabricate, and build the gas infrastructure for the oil and gas industry here in the Ohio Valley. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 is 300 members strong and growing. They also do residential, commercial, and industrial work on both sides of the river. For more information, call Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 at 304-233-4445.
A serious injury from an accident can be just the start of your worries. What if you cannot return to work? How do you take care of your family if you're disabled? At Gelner Law Offices, we represent seriously injured people and understand their problem. We know how to get you fair compensation. We will work hard to make sure you get the money you deserve for your losses. Don't go it alone. If you're hurt in an accident, call us at 304-242-2900 or visit us at gelnerlaw.com.
We'd like to help.
The Highlands Event Center is the area's premier destination for conferences, workshops, employment fairs, weddings, and more. With 4,000 square feet of space, the Highland Event Center can accommodate events large and small. Situated in the heart of the Highlands, guests can enjoy the many restaurants, retail stores, entertainment, and lodging options. To check out everything the Highlands Event Center has to offer, head to thehighlandseventcenter.com or call 833-639-7070.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Protect guns, ammo, and other valuable items with a secure 30-gun fire safe. Get it for $499 after rebate. Save on a large 12-quart air fryer that has 7 cooking options. The perfect gift for your favorite foodie. Just $79.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Toyota-thon is on, and Toyota's full lineup of four-wheel and all-wheel drive vehicles combine our legendary reliability with the safety and handling necessary to take on any terrain, element, or adventure that comes your way. And with 12 available models, including Camry, Venza, and the all-new Corolla Cross, there's a style for everyone. Visit buyatoyota.com for the latest offers and to find a dealer near you. Toyota, your four-wheel and all-wheel drive specialists. Let's go places.
Hello, everyone, from the Watchdog. I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster, with a look at your local weather forecast for your Tuesday. A mix of clouds and sunshine at times, a daytime high near 42. Overnight low of 31 degrees under partly cloudy skies. You'll see mostly cloudy skies prevailing with rain on and off for your Wednesday, with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
All right, is the announcer to announce booth? Sticks ready. 5, 4. Okay, announce ready, disc ready. 2.
Coming to you now.
Cue music.
Are we good? We live?
That sounds live.
Here we go.
Have a listen to this.
Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to the show.
You ain't heard nothing yet. Is that some kind of catchphrase? Wait a minute, I tell you. You ain't heard nothing. Showtime! Showtime!
On air, online, on demand, and on video. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
35 degrees, Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 33 here at the home studios, Elm Grove section of Wheeling, 32, and even freezing at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling, in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Little wind blowing around, feels like temperature in the 25, 26 degree range. Cloudy outside right now, some sun will come in, a little bit of sun at least this afternoon. Daytime high at 46, some showers tomorrow, and we had some snow overnight if you didn't get a chance to catch it out yet. I looked out the window here, snow on the rooftops, snow on the car tops, snow on the grass, the ground, on my deck furniture, none on the ground, at least not here at my house, but snow on the physical things outside, just not on the roads. Text me if you have some thoughts on snow or anything else, 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600. I was talking about Thanksgiving, and it's our first time together since Thanksgiving. I had a long weekend off. I was happy to have that break. And I was talking about we had a good Thanksgiving dinner, and I was really impressed with my boys all helping out, doing the work. I mean, they moved the furniture, did the dishes. I mean, just wow. Text line 304-214-1600. Did you help them, Howie? Well, no. They seem to have things under control. I thought they had things under control. I was still eating more stuffing. I don't know. Howard, I'm saying the odds are 1,000 to 1 you didn't help. Yes, you are correct. I did not help. Come on, I'm the patriarch of the family. I get to sit at the table and be the boss. That's kind of the way I look at it. If I hear you laughing there in the background.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have went there with that one.
All right. Where Where have we been? Where are we going? It's Giving Tuesday. Susie Nelson was with us from the Community Foundation of the Ohio Valley, giving some suggestions on how you should consider giving on this Giving Tuesday. We had some more high-tech gift tips from lifestyle expert Cheryl Nelson. National correspondent Tom Squitieri and I talked about a number of issues, including Iran and Iraq cyber attacks on each other and attacking civilians as part of that. Plus, the latest shortage may be booze bottles. I'll give you the details on that coming up. Walmart pulls a kid's toy that sings about cocaine. Okay. And we took a look at the cost of Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas this year, on the first day of Christmas, that kind of thing. $41,000 and some odd cents this year. So that's a bit what we had to talk about. Coming up, we'll chat with folks in the National Committee to Preserve Social Security about the impact of the Build Back Better bill on seniors. I suppose top of the morning this morning and is people's question, well, top of the morning, maybe you saw snow outside, but people probably wondering about this Omicron variant of COVID. The World Health Organization said yesterday there is, quote, a very high, that's a quote, global risk from the new Omicron variant. They say there are, quote, considerable uncertainties, but preliminary evidence raises the possibility the variant could both evade an immune system response, your own immune system, and could increase the ability to spread from person to person. A little unclear whether the vaccines are going to protect against this Omicron or not, or to what extent they will. President Biden told Americans yesterday, while the variant is a cause for concern, it is, quote, not a cause for panic. And I think I'm going to go along with that. You know, I've been reading all of this scary stuff, Biff, about the Omicron, and it's, you know, we've got, I think Israel closed its borders, and, you know, I think we're preventing travel from South Africa and different kinds of things. And we should be prepared and cautious, but it's only been out there for literally a week. I mean, we don't really know anything about it. Should we be careful about it? I think, yes, we should be, but I don't know. Biff, what do you think? Are we maybe we're getting overhyped on this?
Yeah, we're getting overhyped, but I think you're right. Careful and cautious is what we need to be, and let's wait and see when there's more data available. Let's see what it says, and otherwise, we're just going to continue to do what we've been doing and going about our way. But I think we've got to do it again as careful and cautious as we can.
And that means, among other things, as the president said yesterday, you know, get your vaccines, get your booster shots. The CDC now says everyone should get a booster shot. Get your vaccines, get your booster shots, protect yourself, you know, and be cautious and careful like we should have been all along, which means don't dive into a pool full of people you don't know, you know, and start sniffing their ears. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just be smart about it, right?
Yeah, again, it's the 2 C's. Careful, cautious.
That's it. And, you know, we may learn more about this Omicron. We will learn more about Omicron as time goes by. But, you know, I was talking to my wife about this last night. You know, everybody gets, oh, my God, no, the vaccine's not going to work. Well, you know, we get a flu vaccine every year, usually, because the type of flu that goes around mutates a bit from year to year. It's not unusual to say that a vaccine that took care of one form of a virus is not going to take care of another one. So, Biff, you're right. Cautious, careful, absolutely. In terms of government policy, we need to be careful about not, you know, bringing in people who we need to test and maybe be careful where they're coming from and all that kind of good stuff. But basically, just get vaccinated, be careful how you handle yourself in your daily life, and, you know, be cautious, careful, go about our business. If we learn more as time goes by, we'll deal with that as time goes by. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just on the fly if need be.
That's exactly right. 9:18 here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Speaking of the pandemic, I'll real quickly remind you, we have a Watchdog poll out today at watchdognetwork.com. As we approach a new year, we're still battling COVID with a new variant rising in some countries. What do you think about the pandemic? Your choices? It's winding down. We'll be back to normal soon. I got to tell you, nobody has voted for that just yet. We still have a long way to go, and I don't think the COVID pandemic will ever be over. It's 50-50 at watchdognetwork.com right now between those latter two. We still have a long way to go, or I don't think it'll ever be over. Go to watchdognetwork.com, vote in our opinion poll. We have been talking about the Build Back Better bill a lot in recent weeks. And we started by sort of talking about it as one big bill, and I realized there's so much in that we need to break this up and talk about some of the individual components. And we've been trying to do that piece by piece, little by little. Today I want to talk about what the impact of the Build Back Better bill may have on seniors, in particular here in West Virginia or elsewhere. From the Committee to Preserve Social Security, Max Rickman is with us. He's been a guest here in the past before. Max, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Howard. Thanks for inviting me.
So, what's in this Build Back Better bill that seniors ought to be aware of?
Well, there's an awful lot that will be very helpful to seniors around the country, and of course in your state of West Virginia. The Build Back Better framework, which is now before the U.S. Senate to pass the House, will do a number of things that are very important to seniors. First of all, it will close the Medicaid coverage gap that helps millions of Americans, seniors, gain health insurance. And especially important is it extends the premium reduction for the Medicare program through 2025, which would lower insurance premiums for everybody, and of course, including seniors. And this means in your state that, from what I've been able to gather, there will be 31,000 uninsured people presently who will get coverage, and a little over 20,000 people will save hundreds of dollars per year. Importantly, I don't know what's ringing here. The program that we've been talking about will help lower the cost of prescription drugs. You know, there was a lot of controversy about prescription drugs and the ability of the federal government to negotiate for the best price. We would have wanted more drugs covered, but this is a first step. The legislation that's before the Senate will allow the government to negotiate a limited number of drugs to get the best price possible. Yeah, I remember when Medicare added a prescription drug benefit in 2003 and specifically precluded the government from having the ability to negotiate for the best price. That never made sense to me in 2003, and this legislation will correct that, and it will help lower the cost of prescription drugs dramatically.
You made a point here, which I think I've been making in all of these interviews we've done about this. There are things in the bill that were in the original bill that have had to come out. There are parts of the bill that folks feel are not as perfect as they could be. But I also think we need to be realistic and look at the bill as it's in its entirety and say, does it advance us closer to where we want to get, not does it get us all the way in one big swoop? I mean, if we can't do it, we can't do it. And I think that's really important for us to keep in mind.
Absolutely. I'm completely with you on that. As I said, we spent a lot of time for a lot of years on the prescription drug negotiation issue. It's much more narrower, more limited, but it is a beginning, and it helps. It helps an awful lot of people. The same is true with expanded access to home and community-based care to more of West Virginia senior citizens. The legislation originally that we were very supportive of added about $450 billion over 10 years to improve the quality of and wages of caregiver jobs, because there aren't enough people that are willing to do that kind of service. and it allows, in your state of West Virginia, many more seniors to have access, and disabled individuals as well, to home and community-based care. The bill that is now before the Senate, which finally made it through the House, provides about a third of the funding that we supported. But as you so accurately pointed out, it's a good beginning. Look at the Medicare program that passed in the mid-'60s. It's been improved over time, and I expect some of these pieces of these improvements in health care and home and community-based care for seniors, once it's on the books, we'll be working, and I know your delegation in Congress will be working towards improving those benefits.
Community and home-based care is an issue that, I don't know, 20 years ago was not so big a deal. It's become very important these days. More and more folks want care in their home, want to be able to take care of themselves to the best they can. And as you point out, that requires, believe me, having gone through this with some of my, well, I am a senior, but with some of my seniors in my family, it can be very difficult finding caregivers.
Absolutely. It's a problem not just in your state, but of course across the country. And the framework, the legislation that's now before the Senate will expand access to home and community-based care to more of West Virginia's senior citizens and disabled individuals. And very importantly, improve the benefits and wages of caregiving jobs so that we'll have more people that will be willing to take on that responsibility. And it's a difficult job, as I'm sure you know, and so many individuals decide not to go into that field because it is onerous in terms of wages and benefits. So this will go a long way towards helping that situation. And the other thing I'd like to mention is hearing benefits. So many people I have found, as they approach age 65, assume that Medicare will cover hearing, vision, dental, and it doesn't. It's a real shock to many people who become eligible for Medicare. We advocated for quite a few years to expand the Medicare program to include those very important health care benefits, dental, vision, and hearing. Unfortunately, the only benefit that made it through the House bill that's now before the Senate is hearing. But that's a big deal, and it's an improvement, as we just talked about a few minutes ago. It's the beginning of expanding the Medicare program to cover at least one of these important health care benefits, hearing loss. And it's not. We haven't sorted out exactly the extent of that coverage, but as you, I'm sure, know, hearing aids are very expensive, and this will provide a benefit to those who suffer hearing loss. They'll be able to access auditory services, testing, and to a large extent the coverage for hearing aids. So if you ever discuss this with an individual who needs help with their hearing, you know how important it is, not just to the quality of their lives, but to their basic health and safety. So this is a pretty important addition to the Medicare program. We'll be continuing to work to add vision and dental over time, but we've made some progress in this area.
I think you made a really good point, Max, which is that a lot of people enter their senior years and now say, well, the government's going to take care of me, and they expect, without thinking, that dental and eyes and hearing will all be covered, and as it turns out, it isn't.
Yes, and you know, these are not luxuries. Being able to have dental care is so important to proper nutrition, and as I mentioned, hearing and vision are so vital to not just the quality of life, but the safety of those people who need some help with their vision and hearing loss. So, while it's not the bill that we would have wanted to see pass the House and go over to the Senate, it makes a huge step towards adding an important benefit, hearing coverage to the Medicare program. I'm hoping that your delegation and especially Senator Manchin will see the importance of these benefits. When Senator Manchin campaigned for re-election in 2018, I went out to West Virginia. I spent almost 3 days out there campaigning on his behalf, because when it comes to senior issues, I know that from his record, I know that his heart's in the right place. So I'm hoping that he will see his way towards agreeing to some of these benefits, and also something that has garnered quite a bit of attention in the media, family and medical leave. Right now, since 1993, the Family and Medical Leave Act provides eligible workers with unpaid leave for family health and caregiving needs, especially important for seniors. But not every worker is eligible for this benefit, Family and Leave Act. And in West Virginia, I'm told that 61% of West Virginians are not able to access this benefit that's been on the books since 1993. So they have no access to paid or unpaid leave. And this legislation will provide not as much, again, as we had hoped for, but will provide a benefit of paid leave for those who need to leave the workforce for a number of weeks to take care of a child or a parent who needs help. And this is important for families and for the economy. Paid leave encourages workers in the labor force to continue participating, and it's so important, particularly for women and low-wage workers. It keeps businesses, provides stability for businesses, and increases the employment rate in communities. I know this is going to be discussed quite a bit as the Senate examines the legislation that has before it.
I think Senator Manchin is, I'm not sure what word I want to use, troubled isn't right. I think he really is trying to figure out what the right thing to do is here. He has not committed himself, but I think I think he recognizes some of the needs. He's weighing that against costs. I think he's seriously debating what the right thing to do is here, which probably means that, citizens letting him know what they think would be very helpful, I guess.
Yes, I think so, and I know that he, as I said, I campaigned on his behalf when he was reelected in 2018, and from all of the town meetings I held with seniors at senior centers around your state over those 3 days, he does pay attention, and so I'm sure that he will be listening, and he's very thoughtful. He's a very thoughtful legislator. And I hope he will follow his history of listening to the voices of his citizens in West Virginia, including, of course, seniors.
Max, I appreciate your time this morning. I've been trying to break this bill down into different component parts. It's good to talk about how the seniors benefit from it. And I thank you for your input today and the work you always do. We'll talk again soon. I want to talk to you one of these days about, are we going to lose our Social Security or not?
Well, I'd be happy to talk. There's a lot to talk about on that score. There's a hearing a week from, it's December 7th. I think that's a week from today or tomorrow. That is going to take up legislation to expand the Social Security program and extend the solvency of the program. So maybe we can talk about that in the future.
All right, sounds good. Max, thanks for joining us today. Have yourself a good day. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Max Rickman is the executive director, I don't know his title is director, CEO. He's the head honcho and chief bigwig of the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare. And again, I've been trying to break this down to the component parts of the Build Back Better bill. Later this week, we're going to talk about the impact of Build Back Better on small businesses. What's it mean to small businesses? We'll talk about that later this week here on the show. 9:33, 27 till the hour, a little above freezing, about 35 at the airport, right around freezing here in the valley. A little bit of snow outside, but it's over and done with. This is going to be a cloudy morning, a sunnier afternoon. 46 for the high today. We'll check what Channel 7's working on in the newsroom for later in the day. We'll get in with Bob Westfall in just a bit. But right now, let's see what's happening around the Great Mountain State as we check in with our friends from Metro News.
The Metro News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
West Virginia Metro News, I'm Chris Lawrence. It was a bit... Rejected it. A 17-year-old in Braxton County being hailed by firefighters as a hero after he jumped into action at the scene of a house fire and carried a man with walking difficulties to safety. Tyler Baldwin of Braxton County High School. You're listening to Metro News, the voice of West Virginia. 5 West Virginia counties and 1 Board of Education have signed on to a federal lawsuit that calls out e-cigarette maker Juul for creating false advertising toward youth and claiming their products are safe and not addictive. Mercer, Raleigh, Greenbrier, Gilmer, and Mineral counties part of the suit, as well as the Tucker County School Board. We could hear more on the new COVID-19 Omicron variant when Governor Jim Justice briefs the media later today. That's set for 1 o'clock this afternoon. See it live at WVMetroNews.com. From the Metro News Anchor Desk, I'm Chris Lawrence.
In a 7-round shootout, the Calgary Flames edged the Pittsburgh Penguins by the score of 2-1. This is Penguins head coach Mike Sullivan.
Well, we just didn't handle their pressure. You know, we didn't put pressure on them. I didn't think we didn't have our best game.
For their efforts, Pittsburgh gained a point. Let's hear from Jake Getzel.
We didn't like our game tonight. I think Tristan played an unbelievable game, kept us in that game all game. So we know we have to be better, and just to get a point, I think it's a big point for us with a chance to have in the shootout. So just to come out of it with that, we'll take it.
Pittsburgh will now visit Edmonton Wednesday night in this stretch of 5 straight road games. Well, the Fenway Sports Group made it official Monday. They've added the Pittsburgh Penguins to their very impressive sports portfolio. Meanwhile, Mario Lemieux and Ron Burkle will remain with the Penguins. They're part of the franchise's ownership group. They will have some say in moves made by the new group. Monday Night Football, I missed it. In case you missed it, Washington beat Seattle 17-15. How about Washington outrushing Seattle 152-34? Seattle 4 of 12 on 3rd down. This is Seattle quarterback Russell Wilson.
We're in a storm, you know, and I believe that we have to keep going. And the only way to get to the other side is just believing that the water's going to calm down a little bit, and we'll be able to get through it.
Big news in college football, another big-time coaching change. Brian Kelly has left Notre Dame to be the head coach of the Tigers at LSU. And the Steelers have placed T.J. Watt on the COVID-19 list. He could miss Sunday's game against the Baltimore Ravens. And are you surprised at this move made by the Pirates? They have just traded a popular player, a Gold Glove winner, did not allow a pass ball during the regular season, Jacob Stallings, now an ex-Pirate. He was traded to the Marlins. 4? Did you guess prospects? 3 of them. Unbelievable. I'm Bill DeFabio on sports, and we are the Watchdog.
It's It's here. The Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Muckluck's ladies' boots are warm and comfortable and come in a variety of styles. They're only $19.99 each. Stock up on toys for the little ones. Assorted Barbie dolls are just $2.99 each. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you or your loved ones facing a serious legal battle? The law office of Paul Harris wants you to know you aren't alone. Do you need someone that's not afraid to go to trial and fight for your rights? Attorney Paul Harris and his team are willing to go where most firms are not. The courtroom. With a successful track record in civil litigation, criminal defense, including tax issues and healthcare fraud, Harris Law Office will fight for their clients by offering the most aggressive representation in and out of court. Call Paul Harris at Harris Law Office for a free consultation. 304-232-5300.
Introducing our new Redesign 7 News app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video. To get the new WTRF 7 News app, just update the latest version or download the WTRF 7 News app in your Apple or Google Play Store by searching WTRF.
Highlands Sports Complex is the coolest destination for sports and entertainment the Ohio Valley has ever seen. Pop in for some open basketball in our field house or reserve some turf time for your next practice or game on our synthetic fields. Online registration is open for development classes and leagues for youth and adults. Highlands Sports is also the hottest destination for birthday parties and other events. So come challenge yourself on our play climb and enjoy your favorite virtual reality game in the arcade. No memberships required, so visit highlandsports.com to find your next entertainment experience and get ready to reach new heights.
For all of your IT needs, visit OmniPerforms.com. Omni Strategic Technologies, the only IT company that the watchdog trusts.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy all types of real estate completely as is. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale is now available in West Virginia and distributed locally by wine and beverage merchants. With its toasty and biscuit-like malt flavors blended perfectly with hoppy freshness, it's bound to become one of your new favorite craft beers. Fat Tire Amber Ale is now available at local retailers. Please don't drink and drive, and drink responsibly. From your friends at Wine and Beverage Merchants.
Toyotathon is on, and Toyota's full lineup of four-wheel and all-wheel drive vehicles combine our legendary reliability with the safety and handling necessary to take on any terrain, element, or adventure that comes your way. And with 12 available models, including Camry, Venza, and the all-new Corolla Cross, there's a style for everyone. Visit buyatoyota.com for the latest offers and to find a dealer near you. Toyota, your four-wheel and all-wheel drive specialists. Let's go places.
This holiday season, give family and friends the gift of a night out at West Banco Arena and Capitol Theater. With tickets and gift certificate offerings, there's something for everyone. Call 304-233-7000. That's 304-233-7000.
The Highlands Event Center is the area's premier destination for conferences, workshops, employment fairs, weddings, and more. With 4,000 square feet of space, the Highland Event Center can accommodate events large and small. Situated in the heart of the Highlands, guests can enjoy the many restaurants, retail stores, entertainment, and lodging options. To check out everything the Highlands Event Center has to offer, head to thehighlandseventcenter.com or call 833-639-7070.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. If this had been an actual emergency, you would have been told where to tune for news and official information. WKKX serves the Wheeling operational area.
With all the madness in Washington, Senator Manchin never stops fighting for West Virginia. He's protecting workers and our families. Senator Manchin, thank you for fighting against higher taxes and inflation. Gas and groceries are expensive enough. Call Senator Joe Manchin and thank him for fighting for us and opposing bills that will raise prices for West Virginia families. And ask him to never stop fighting for West Virginia. Paid for by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and supported by the West Virginia Chamber of Commerce.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Power all of your devices with a 30-pack of double or AAA AC Delco batteries. They're just $3.98 after rebate. Bath sets are the perfect gift to give this holiday season. Choose from Dove Men's or Axe bath sets. They're just $7.97 each. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Keep up with the ever-changing world of sports all night long. Sports Map Radio is on the Watchdog, FM 98.1, AM 1600.
He rambles, he rants, and sometimes he sings. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
Actually, I did do some singing earlier this morning on the 12 Days of Christmas. I don't think I've ranted a whole lot today. But, you know, I was relaxed, calm after my little break. I'm not in the mood to rant much. Governor Justice is handing out baby dog prizes again today. This comes in from the governor's office. I guess it was, last week, Biff? Cameron School got the $50,000 school prize, right? I think that was last week, right?
Yeah, because he was there, was it yesterday? I think he presented the check because the kids were petting baby dog and getting pictures and doing whatever else. So, yeah, he was in Cameron.
Well, today he announces a Cameron student has won the individual grand prize of a $50,000 savings bond, or savings fund, I guess it is, not a bond. Chloe Thayer of Cameron has won this week's individual grand prize of a $50,000 educational savings fund. Hey, that's at least something for kids. That's worth it to kids, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that's something more for kids. But really, I think the thrill for them was just getting to see and pet baby dog, and other than that, whatever else happened, they could care less about.
$50,000. Well, that's nice, but where's the doggy?
Yeah.
An additional 25 young West Virginians today announced winning a $10,000 educational savings fund. A couple of them, let's see, first of all, let me tell you, Wirt County Middle School was the $50,000 school winner today. Let's see, Lakin Albaugh of Moundsville was one of the $10,000 savings fund winners. I'm skimming through here real quick to see what else we have locally. I guess that's it. We're still giving away the hunting and fishing licenses? I thought we gave up on that. Guess not. Lifetime hunting and fishing license to anybody local? Let me skimming here. New Martinsville, a couple New Martinsville residents got the lifetime hunting and fishing license. Angie Messina of Moundsville gets a lifetime hunting or fishing license. All right. I guess that's it on our local folks in that group. So there you go. All right. So baby dog round 3. The governor still has got millions and millions of dollars of this CARES money to spend before the end of the year. He's got, 31 days left, right? Because today's the end of November, so he's got the month of December. If he doesn't spend it, he's got to give it back. I have a feeling we'll see baby dog round 6 and 7 by the time,
Just
Get them in quick.
Send everybody in the state a check. Give us all money.
Wouldn't that actually have been smarter than all this other stuff?
I mean,
seriously.
Sit down and figure it out, and divide it up, and just send everybody that lives in West Virginia, send them a check.
It would certainly make a lot of sense. Let me see if I can pull this story up real fast before I get to. All right, Governor. This is from Mountain State Spotlight. Governor Justice has a month left to spend $127 million in CARES Act money. It's got to be spent by the end of this year. Remember, it was supposed to be spent by the end of last year. And then the federal government extended it for a year. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. Man, it was like me doing an essay at college or something. Wait till the last minute. It's due tomorrow. Wait, it's not till next week. I'll wait till next week then. $127 million in CARES Act money still to be spent by the governor before the end of this year. Now, most of the money was spent. It was $1.25 billion the state had, and now we're down to $127 million. But that's still a good bit of money. There's a lot of stuff that could be done. The governor says he has a plan. I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
There are a lot of folks talking about better ways to spend that money. This is from Mountain State Spotlight, if you want to read the article. It kind of divvies up, it kind of talks about where some of that CARES Act money has gone. But $127 million in CARES Act money left to spend before the end of this year, or we lose it. So there you go. All right, 10 till the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show for a Friday. God, I just got back. And I'm trying to make it Friday.
I wish it was Friday.
Gee, me too. I mean, I just had a 6-day vacation, and now I'm hoping for Friday again. No. It's a Tuesday, and we'll swing over to the Big 7, WTRF TV, and talk to Brenda Dainhardt. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning, Howard. You got me confused because I'm just back from 5 days off, including the weekend. And when you said Friday, I was like, what? That was a quick week.
I told my grandson stays with us on Friday nights. He likes to spend the night with Grandma and Granddad on Friday nights. And so he wanted to spend the night a couple nights ago. And I said, no, you have to go home with your mommy and daddy. But don't worry, tomorrow's Friday. He looked at me and says, Granddad, tomorrow is Monday. I was like, oh, God.
You were all off on your time, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, it was a good break. I really enjoyed myself.
Me too. It was a good break. It was a really nice break. I enjoyed it myself.
Real quick before we get to the news, good Thanksgiving, I hope?
Very nice. How about yours?
It was great. All the kids were here. The whole family was here. First time in a couple of years we had everybody here. I was telling the audience earlier what was amazing to me was my oldest son actually, among other things, did the dishes.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know what brought that on.
I don't know, but take it when you can get it. That's pretty awesome.
But it was a really, really nice get together. I hope yours was.
Yes, ours was really nice too. We had a really nice Thanksgiving. We were up at my daughter's house, and there were about 8 of us, so that was nice. And just had a nice evening, and then just decorated inside, and did all of those fun things that you want to get done at this time of year. And so here we are back, and I'm off Friday, so I just have all kinds of time.
No wonder you wanted to be Friday already.
Yeah. I'm going to be, I got a lot of time coming up in December, so that's kind of exciting too, because I'll get everything done.
Yeah, that's always good to know.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the news today. What's happening today?
Well, DK just got back from what was supposed to be a pretrial for Jaden Lucas. You remember he's the adult that was accused of hazing in the football team, freshman who was, allegedly restrained and the whole bit. So he pled no contest to hazing just a few minutes ago this morning. So we have that story coming up. That was interesting. I think it was a tad unexpected. We weren't sure that anything was going to happen today, but it did. So we just got back from that. It's, of course, Giving Tuesday, as you know all about, and we're going to talk to several organizations about why this day is so important to them, and, hopefully that people will give and support their favorite organization. So we're going to do that.
We talked with Susie Nelson from the Community Foundation earlier this morning about that. I was looking for general tips on giving. She said, number one, give from the heart.
Yeah.
Number 2, give local to the extent that you can. Number 3, give to causes you care for.
That's exactly right. Yeah, pick what you care for and what's dearest to your heart, and it's a win-win no matter what. And then we're going to revisit Operation Toy Lift. We've been involved in that for the number of years that it's been here. You probably remember that's Sean Schwartfager and Sheriff Lucas.
That's the police. Yeah, the police department, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they teamed up. It was actually the police chiefs. He used to do that in North Carolina at the police station he used to be with, and so he brought it here on a little bit of a smaller scale. But it's been so successful, and the United Way has benefited so much from this. So that is actually December 11th, right in front of the Ohio Valley Mall, and you'll see a bucket truck, and people will be up waving to get people's attention, and it's all for kids. You bring a new toy or maybe some clothes or whatever you can give, and it helps just literally hundreds and hundreds of kids here in the Ohio Valley, and the United Way hands it out. So we're going to remind people about that today. We're going to talk to the chief or Philip. I'm not sure which one. Just kind of encouraging people to remember that that's just less than 2 weeks away now. So
Now, are you going to go up in the bucket truck?
I did 1 year, and that was it. I was so cold I thought I lost my feet. But I'll let a couple people from my staff do that. So they'll take that over this year.
Good, Brenda. You can say it. Let the younger kids do it. I understand.
Yeah. Let the younger kids do it. Yeah. That's exactly right. So anyway, that's pretty much what we've got going on today, and for a Tuesday, not a Monday, but a Tuesday. So excited to get my week started.
Yeah, me too. So it is a Tuesday, not a Friday or a Monday.
Yep,
It's a
right.
Tuesday.
No, yep.
Keep that in mind. Well, happy Tuesday to you, and enjoy a short week. Well, you got a really short week. What, 3 days and you're off?
I have 3 days and I'm off again. Yeah. So like I said, a lot of time in December to get stuff done. So that'll be good.
That sounds good. All right,
have a
Brenda,
great
appreciate
day.
it.
All right, talk to you
Good
soon.
talking to you. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
From the Big 7, WTF-TV, Brenda Danehart. Man, she's got DeFabio kind of hours, Biff. I mean, 3-day work. Look, I can't complain. I mean, I had 5 days off there? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I had 5 days off, so I really can't complain. But I got to work 4 days before I can get another break. She's got 3. Come on.
Brenda knows how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely right. I guess so.
Speaking of Bill, this afternoon, he's going to have former Steeler Alejandro Villanueva on. No, not to talk about the Steelers and the Ravens game this week, but another important game in college football, the Army-Navy game, will be played Saturday. So he'll have former Steeler and now Raven Alejandro Villanueva on to talk about that game on Saturday.
And the Bill DeFabio Variety Show does start. It's a Tuesday. However, I think we're done with the Neil Brown press conferences. So
until
Bill is back right at 12 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, until they make the announcement on Sunday as to which bowl game West Virginia will be headed to. There's a couple different bowl games out there. The Liberty Bowl, again, is a possibility. There's a bowl that's in Arizona, which is a 10-15 game. That's another possibility there. And I want to say there's one more, but I'm not too positive on that. So there's a couple different places where West Virginia could land, and we will find out on Sunday where they are.
Okay, well, at least they'll be in the bowl.
Yeah, they got that with the win over Kansas on Saturday. They got them to 500 at 6-6, and they're just in wait-and-see mode now.
You know, I mean, it was touch and go there for a while. I wasn't sure they were going to make it, but there you go. Speaking of WVU, by the way, Rich Rod got a new job too.
Yeah, he did. Someone hired him again. So we'll
Jacksonville, am I right? Jacksonville State, I think. I'm doing it from memory. I think that's right.
We'll see how long he lasts there.
All right. Let's see. We have basketball tonight, I think, right?
Yeah, West Virginia in action tonight at 6 o'clock against Bellarmine, or Mean, however Tony said it. I forget now how he said it.
Bellarmine.
Yeah. If that name sounds
Where the hell
familiar,
is that?
yeah, if that sounds familiar, they used to play in Division II and actually won the championship in 2011. And I'm not sure if they ever met West Liberty. They may have one time that I can remember. But if that school sounds familiar, that's why. They were a former Division II school, now made the jump to Division I.
The name sounds familiar, but I didn't know. Where are they from? Do you know?
Yeah, they're in Louisville, Kentucky, right around the Louisville, Kentucky area. So,
All right,
yeah,
so we've got basketball tonight with Bellarmine. That's at 6 o'clock, and then tomorrow the women are playing too. Women's basketball tomorrow evening as well. So
yeah, they take on Kentucky tomorrow night.
So that's a bit of what we've got coming up here on the Watchdog, the WVU Sports Voice here in the Ohio Valley. All right, Kirchhoff's coming up next. He's got the calm. Time for me to say sayonara, see you, bye-bye, farewell. I got to go. I got to get out of here. Among our guests tomorrow, Sean McCartney, who is with the Ohio Valley Young Life. 50 years ago, Young Life got started here in the Valley. We will talk about that. We'll talk about Omicron a bit more, and who knows what else is liable to happen. I know that I'm never sure what it is. I do know that good Lord willing, creeks don't rise, backbone doesn't ring, don't get impeached, don't retire. Ticker keeps on ticking, and Teddy says it's okay to come back tomorrow, Granddad. I'll be back at 7 o'clock. Are you back with me, Biff?
I am here for a Wednesday.
We'll keep on doing it till we get it right.
That could be a long time.
Indeed.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
It was already circulating in country.
All right, Biffy. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. I always enjoy talking to Bob, but Brenda's always easier to hear. Okay. Okay. All right. Good to know. All right. Everything went okay as far as you know? No technical problems, no logging problems, no anything that you're aware of? Okay. Well, you know what I say. We take it day by day. Any day that we don't have a problem is a good day as far as I'm concerned. So, all right. As I mentioned, tomorrow I've got, and he's coming in. I always tell them they can come in if they want to, and he said he wanted to come in, which actually sounds better. But so Sean McCartney's coming in tomorrow at 8:15. And I think for some reason I have. It's not on my calendar, but I think I've got an 8:40 pending. I got to double check that because I'm thinking there is something else I'm working on too. Busy week. I got a lot of stuff all week long. I think it was a short week, and I ended up booking, thinking I had 5 days. I only had 4, so I had to squeeze everybody in. But at any rate, I know Sean tomorrow, and I'm thinking maybe somebody else. We'll figure it out. And we always do. All right. Appreciate your help. Good show today. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon. If you need me, call me. I'll be around. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye.
That bans the procedure after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Legal experts say they don't see how that law can be upheld without entirely reversing Roe v. Wade. This is ABC News.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition